Yeah, let him cook. Our segment, my favorite segment, You Are What You Eat. Na leo niko na nutritionist akona very beautiful name. Unajua kuna msengefa kuna mtu wake billionaire. When you name your kid billionaire unahopata kwa billionaire siku moja, si ndio? Nutritionist wangu leo anaitwa Pop.
Yes.
What's the other name?
Pesa.
Yeah. That's what now I'll name my... Okay, nishamba za stories za watoi. So there's a myth.
Okay.
There's a myth around fasting. Na unasikuizi mademo wanasema, hey, to fast to get that body goals nini. What's the pro and cons of fasting?
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I wouldn't recommend fasting because what normally happens when we fast, we use the glucose stores in our body and then we go to the reserves, that's the fats. So you find when somebody is fasting, you're able to see visible weight loss. But basically, when we go back to normal eating, we put in more weight than before. This is because there's an hormone called leptin. It is normally an appetite-stimulating hormone.
Okay.
So because your cells are thirsty for food, like the fats are now lost, you'll find yourself eating more. So what I do recommend is we do portions. What you take should be what you give out. For example, if I take 2 slices of bread, my exercise should be equal to that.
Okay.
Yes. This will enable me to lose weight.
So tuseme kama nakulaga fish ile full.
Yes.
Jana nimekula fish full.
Yes.
Sasa nikule quarter.
What I recommend, normally when you do the food you're supposed to eat, it's basically your output should be equal to your input. For example, if I'm a person working in a building, I'm doing strenuous exercise, I should eat more.
Okay.
Yes, but if I'm somebody who is not very
kama
active,
umengedhia una kazi,
ufai active, unafaa kukula kidogo.
So guys, kama umengedhia home, hauwezi kula chapo ine.
Exactly.
Kula chapo mo?
Chapo moja, because you're not so active.
True.
So that what you take is used.
So basically, guys, this is the story. By the fasting kumbe si kitu recommended na nutritionist, ndio?
Yes.
So basically, what people should do is reduce the portions.
You reduce the portion and you become physical active.
Okay.
So that what you take in, you're able to use it in your daily activities. So it's not stored in the body as excess. That will make you gain more weight.
Kwa nilikuwa tu right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our segment. And the segment is You Are What You Eat with my nutritionist this week.
Perpetua, Pop Pesa.
Yes. So nimekuwa nikinotice, unajua siku hizi niko na friends, Gen Z, niko na wazee, umeelewa? I hang around everyone. But I've noticed watu wapendi kula mboga. I think it's high time we try and explain. Unajua zamani parents wako wanasema, kula mboga. Na wako wanatupatia detailed information. Why is it important kukula mboga? Yeah.
So basically, mboga is important. We have the green leafy vegetables. They're rich in iron. They're also rich in some B vitamins. There are also some vegetables like the tomatoes. They're good antioxidants. So we find that nowadays the youths don't like mboga or vegetables. So for me, what I would recommend, maybe we improve on our way of cooking. For example, we can do more of kachumbaris.
Okay.
And if it's tomatoes, we find some youths after eating, they pick the tomatoes that are remaining in the soup. So we can recommend more of blending the tomatoes for such cases so that it's not seen in the food of young children. So they don't leave it out. But basically, vegetables are very important. They're a good source of iron. They're a good source of fiber. They're a good source of antioxidants. So we recommend that you eat vegetables. And we have different kinds of vegetables. If you don't like the traditional managu, saga, kunde, you can do the spinach. You can do the broccoli. You can do... There's so many. You can do kachumbari.
Wakule mboga.
Wakule mboga, wache mchezo. Nile tu, we avoid monotony. Because unapata some families ni skuma kila siku. Lakini unajua kuna pia spinach. Na bei ni ile tu 20 bob utapata.
Madangu anaweza kuweka spinach I think ikiwa 12 years.
Yes. So we can avoid.
Nyima nilikuwa nakula tu mboga na osuga na managu. But I think that's a story that people need to talk about. Eat your mboga, guys. It's very, mimi napenda managu. Mimi naweza kula managu Monday to Friday. Hapo ndo inakuwa imenishi. Kwanza ilale kwa maziwa.
Ni tamu. Yes. And very nutritious.
Sindio? Ladies and gentlemen, that was our segment. You are watching.
Sama mautamu. Our favorite segment, we're back. You are what you eat. Masi mambo?
Poa sana kaka.
Kumekuwa na ma story mob naziona online. Unajua mimi nakuwa mtu curious. Probiotic. Tunazungusha sana story. What is this story on a pedal online?
I'm enjoying mine actually. So probiotics are microorganisms ambazo ukikula zinasaidia kuimprove your gut bacteria kwa tumbo, kwa hivyo they help your stomach to balance its pH. Bacteria zile zinasaidia kudigest chakula, inafanya kazi vizuri.
Probiotic.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So they help cleanse your gut while still balancing your pH. Kwa hivyo unapata tumbo yako inafanya kazi vizuri all the time.
So why do we need? Kwa sababu I think parents wetu basi walikapitia sana. Hawakuwa na hizi options. Mimi hata ziko na yogurt kwetu mpaka when I was 21. Yeah? What did they miss then? What do we need now?
Traditionally, vitu zilikuwa ni vile hatukuwa tumegundua sana. For example, ulikuwa unapewa kitu ambayo imeshachacha already. That was a natural way of doing it. Lakini currently, as innovation inaendelea and manufacturing, food processing inaendelea kukua, we can get our probiotics in a simple bottle, like in yogurts, other fermented drinks, and I think that is what makes it easy. Ndio maana now we can keep talking about it.
So what's the range of where I can find this probiotic?
Bio foods has a great variety of them, and concentrated in a yogurt, alafu wametuwekea a good combination ya flavors, so you can just pick a bottle that suits you, flavor ile tu ambayo unataka.
Okay. Kwa hivyo ni normal, kama ndio nikikosa ni mimi nimetaka.
Wewe ndio umekata kutafuta actually.
I know, normal. Thank you very much. Anything else tunafaa kujua?
The traditional set ya kutake your probiotics haimaanishi it's any like a specific timer. Kama vile asubuhi, you can just wake up, take your glass of your probiotic yogurt or any other probiotic that you have, and you're good to go for the day.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our nutritionist, Masi. And Masi, let's take care of our health.
Yes.
You are what you are. Wewe ni nani kwa jikoni yangu jo? Mambo?
Poa sana kaka. Niko salama kabisa.
Mwambie jina yako, nani nakujua?
Naitwa Masi Motito Mbogo, but I prefer Masi Mbogo. I'm a nutritionist specialized in clinical nutrition.
Clinical nutrition?
Yes.
Kuna other nutrition?
Yeah, kuna different kinds.
Kama?
We have clinical nutritionists, we have community nutritionists, na food processing and scientists.
Hiyo ndo ningefaa kufanya.
Food processing?
Mimi nilienda kuchora shule pale Isili High School kwa mambo ya nutrition. Kwa tunaomba tu make sure mmekula. Pia kupata chakula ilikuwa ngumu. Anyway. That's Masi, ladies and gentlemen. Endo nutritionist wetu today. Of late nimekuwa nikiona vitu mingi sana online,
Okay.
And there's a lot of myths around history ya wheat. Mimi napenda chapo.
We all do.
Mtoto wa Islando, chapo ndungu. Unajua sisi tukizaliwa first thing tulipewa ilikuwa ni chapo. Maziwa ilikuwa ya kuteremsha. Lakini siku hizi naona a lot of millennials wanaenda gym. And their biggest fight is nasikia wheat, me avoid wheat. And then my best wangu lunch and their worry is wheat. What's the story around wheat?
Okay, there is nothing bad about wheat kwa sababu we have different types of food choices and provide different kinds of nutrients. But the challenge that we have when it comes to the products we have, they are highly refined. And what happens, wakati unakula digestion inafanyika, absorption takes place, inachukulika kwa mwili. Most of the time they give us simple sugars, inakuwa absorbed. Ya kwanza inaekwa kama glucose and the rest is stored as a fat. And that's why you get Kaka, sometimes you tend to add more weight kwa sababu there is none that goes to loss. Mwili yako ita-utilize kila kitu ambayo umepata. So to make it easier, unapata when we have hunger, the fast and the quickest thing we can fix, unakimbilia mandazi, unakimbilia chapati. Yeah, and it's so addictive.
3 months.
And it's so addictive.
Unakula chapo breakfast, ndazi lunch, chapo na ndazi jioni.
Wow, that's too much. I can say it's a bit too much kwa sababu unapata, again, it's once digestion imefanyika, unapata like hunger periods haraka. So you constantly keep eating all the time.
Also the wheat inakuongezea njaa.
Yes, sababu digestion itafanyika haraka, ikishaisha unaanza kuhisi njaa tena. Kwa sababu ya now the high refining, hakuna enough fiber to just hold it for a longer time. And that's why tunasema different types of foods zinakupea different levels of nutrients zenye ziko. So unaweza pata marage, you can do things like lentils, you can do the ndengu, you spoil it with choice. You can still utilize nyama, you can do eggs. You have a lot of options.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the story of it, guys. Mmesikia? Nikienda gym usijifinye sana. Na pia guys, let's try and find alternative meals za substitute kenye tumezoea kudusha. Lakini mimi hapo kwa chapa nono zani kama mtaintoa. That was our segment, You Are What You Eat.
And my favorite segment, You Are What You Eat. Our nutritionist is
Perpetua Popesa.
Sasa nataka unajua saa zingine when we were growing up tuliamba mambo ya balanced diet and does that still apply? Sababu naona a lot of sikuzi I'm saving a lot of videos zile naona watu wanapika na naona styles za kupika zimechange. So does that mean also balanced diet yangu inafaa ikayaje? Yeah.
So basically, before it used to be balanced diet. That's what we used to say.
Before.
But now there's a new guideline in Kenya where we say food groups. So basically they're categorized into 5 food groups. So we have the starch, where we have the spaghetti, the chapati, the ugali, and then the second food group we have the fruits.
So you iko peke yake hivyo?
Hiyo iko hivyo peke yake.
Okay. Second?
The second we have the fruits, which we have the watermelon, the bananas, and then we have the vegetables.
You
we
have
have
three.
Three.
Okay.
We have the green leafy vegetables. That's the kunde, the spinach,
Okay.
the kales, and then we have the cabbage in that group.
Okay.
And then we go to the milk or the daily products, where we have the yogurt, we have the cheese.
Okay.
We have the mala. That's
Okay.
the fourth food group. And then we have fats and oils. But for fats and oils, we say you take it sparingly. So this, we have the margarine, the cooking oil.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask you. So mambo ya balanced diet ilisha?
It's still there, but it's more. We've broadened it up.
Mbona hawajatuambia sisi watu wa 444? Unajua bado tuko home tunakula balanced diet.
Watu wa CBC
wao wanajua
it's in the syllabus.
Kwa hiyo sisi nao tofauti.
Sisi kitambo used to do balanced diet.
Yes.
Tukisema protein,
yes,
carbohydrates, vitamins only. But now we've grouped it more depending on the nutritive value.
Ndio maana watu hiyo ni wa sharp, man. Nimekuwa nikijiuliza. Anyway guys, that was segment. The show continues. Kubwa.